Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Investor More, and I am outside a house my parents own and the tenants just moved out of. So I'm going to show you what the house looks like, see how the tenants left it, and then talk about what their plan is for the house. We showed this last year, and they're thinking about selling it or renting it. Ended up renting it for a year, maybe a little bit over a year, and now it's empty again. You can see some signs of how the house might look inside. And now what is their plan going forward? You can see the wind blowing, and yes, I am doing another voiceover so that you can actually hear me because it has been so windy in Colorado this last week. This house they have owned for 20 some years. They've had it a very, very long time. So we'll talk about some of the numbers as well, about what it's worth and what they bought it for as well, and if it's been a good investment. And let's check out the house and see what it looks like. And of course, we love the likes, shares, comments. Keep those coming. And make sure you check out investformore.com and Amazon for my books. I'll try and get in here quick because it's so windy today. All right, so I think they paid about $175,000 for this, and that was in the early 2000s, maybe right before, late 90s maybe, and at that time it was a great price. Then we had the real estate crash, and it probably was worth less than that for a little while, and then it's obviously come back up in value again. So it's kind of a neat house, but it also needs some work. So before we get into it too much, of course we love the likes, comments, shares, keep those coming. And investormore.com is a ton more information on real estate investing, my flips, rentals, being an agent, all kinds of great information there too. Now this one has a mixture of older and newer windows. You can see the tenants kind of left some stuff outside on the porch. The inside is fairly clean, but it's not in the most amazing shape either. And when we saw it before, my parents were using a property manager. It wasn't in the most amazing shape either. I think it might be in slightly worse shape now. So we do have kind of, this could be a bedroom. You can see when it was first built, it was probably a dining room with the built-ins, which are pretty cool. Your window that sticks out here, not quite a bay window. I don't know what you would call that. The blinds are a little beat up. Like I said, old windows there. Some are newer, a lot are older, and then they stuck a closet in right here, so it can be a legal bedroom in case someone wants to use it as a college rental, which it has been used as a college rental a lot, and I think the last renters were actually single-family renters. And we've seen that switch lately where more college rentals are turning into single-family rentals because there's so few rentals available. Here's the kitchen, which that side doesn't look horrible. It's a very low, narrow counter, but then you've got your stove sticking out there and then a weird sink and dishwasher over there. So could use some freshening up for sure. And then this is the porch, which as you can see has been finished into a laundry room and then another kind of half bath. And this is a reoccurring theme in this house of having the sink outside the actual bathroom. And then you can hear the wind out there howling. And they had always rented that garage separately. It's a nice garage, has like a loft area. It's still rented right now, but they're supposed to be moving out soon. So hopefully in the next week or two we can actually see in there. I haven't seen in there in years and years and years. And then just a closet there. So like I said, they're gonna sell this house now, but the decision is like how much work do they do? How far do they go on the remodel? If someone uses it as a college rental, right, you don't have to make it super nice because there's always a chance it will get destroyed. But if someone uses it as a single family rental, you might want it a little nicer. And if somebody decides, hey, I wanna live here, which could happen too, they might want it even nicer. So lots of decisions to be made. You can see, obviously it needs some paint, some fixtures. It has some really cool features. Like this is an old laundry chute, but we'll show you where it goes down here in the basement soon. Light fixtures are very old, which kind of cool, kind of scary at the same time. Some other interesting stuff. Like it still has some of the old push button switches, but I don't think they're still connected, thankfully. My grandparents owned a house for like 40, 50 years. And when I was a kid, I just remember, they had those crazy push switches still all throughout the house, and they worked. And when they sold it, it still had the octopus furnace, all kinds of original things. And the people who bought it just gutted the whole thing, which it needed to be done because of the wiring and heating. But that was a crazy, pretty cool house. All right, down here, you've got a kind of a bedroom here. And I don't remember if the carpet was this bad or not. I'll have to look back to my old video and see kind of what that looks like. And it smells kind of smoky down here too, which I don't remember before either. So like not trashed, but still not amazing. And then this is set up where it could be a second unit. You have your exterior door there. It's zoned correctly. But you've just kind of got one bedroom we were just in. This is sort of like your living room kitchen if it was to be another unit, and you can see it's very tight with not much room to do things. And I said the reoccurring theme of having your sink outside the bathroom, they did that down here too, because you've got your shower there and then toilet there. There is literally no room for a sink unless you put it right there and had a teensy tiny sink. So makes it a little tricky to have a separate unit down here. And then here's the other room, which could be a bedroom again. And yes, this carpet really looks worse for wear. And then that laundry chute, I think goes in here somewhere. And you can't even see where it comes down. I peeked down and it definitely comes all the way down, but you just can't get back there to see where it goes. I think it just goes on top of the furnace pretty much. So that is the basement. And now let's take a look at the upstairs, which is actually a lot nicer, but still could use some freshening up here. All right, so here is the upstairs. And what is that? Is that a vent down there? That's weird. Tried to buy that house. I'll show it to you here up here. All right, so you walk up, you've got a bedroom here. It's got the old hardwood, which definitely could be refinished, and big closets. And very old light fixtures. Another big closet over here. The old doors. Of course, they have different handles. And then, yes, there's the laundry chute again, because from the upstairs to the main floor, all the way to the basement somewhere. And we have another bedroom right here. Another very old light fixture. This one has an okay closet, not as nice as the other one, but it goes back a ways. And yes, does that switch work? It does. That one's still hooked up. A little worrisome, right? And then you've got a bathroom there and another bedroom here that is pretty tight. This one's probably like 8 by 9, but it has a new window and then a little tiny closet. So you've got 3 bedrooms up, 1 bedroom on the main floor, 2 bedrooms in the basement. It could be a 6 bedroom, which is pretty valuable. Has 3 bathrooms, but not the most amazing setup in the world. And then this house right here was one I looked at a few months ago, maybe a little longer, and made an offer on it, but it got beat out by someone else. And you can see they are working on it. And then that blue one down there a little ways was another flip we did. If you guys remember that, that was a duplex flip we did, and had a real small crazy basement that we made work, but that was when we flipped probably 3 years ago. So kind of cool. And then yeah, here's your bathroom. This one does not have the sink in the hallway. This is kind of nice. There you go. So, and yeah, you can kind of see the garage out there. So like I said, they're trying to figure out if they sell it, rent it. Probably 90% sure they want to sell it now. Now it's like, how much do they spend fixing it up? Because it's probably worth 400, maybe even a little more if it was all the way fixed up, like done the right way. Obviously less if it's not done all the way, even less than that if you're just gonna leave it as is. But I think it at least needs paint, you know. Maybe some of the windows done, take the blinds off, clean everything up, refinish the hardwood floors if you can, do a little bit of bathroom work, check out the electrical. That's pretty worrisome. Like, how bad is the electrical? Is it all really, really old? Is just some of it really old? You know, the water heater is super old. Obviously you want to do that. The furnace actually is fairly new. That's not too bad. But if you clean it up and paint it and do some of those other things, it should make a huge difference and just give it a whole lot better feel than what it has right now. So that's the property. We'll kind of game plan, try and figure out what the best route is and go from there. Just going to show you, those are the old windows there. These blinds are missing their stuff. Old windows there. Oh, those are the ones that raise up. String on those, raise up on those. So yeah, you can replace those windows, but man, that'll get pricey replacing all these. Those are big windows, custom sizes. So a lot of things to think about here. All right, thanks for watching. Love any feedback. Love to hear your comments, what we should do, shouldn't do. Love seeing the likes, shares, keep that up. And make sure you check out investformore.com as well. Thanks a lot. We'll be back soon.